Welcome all to our Wednesday night free roll. Big prize pool tonight, $2,000. We are just about to get into the action. Looks like we have some Pokemon card talk going on at the table. Calling a check from Ray. Got us a blind battle to start off the action. A pair for Ray. They're going to check to the turn. Pair of eights. Currently, not just good. 4 deuce drawing dead. They check to the river. And another 8 for good measure. A bet of 20 from Ray. And a snap fold from J Deuce. Big prize pool tonight, $2,000. We have 920 going to first. It's looking like it's going to be big prize pools all month. You've got to get down to South Plains and get a piece of this action. Ace Queen for John under the gun. Up to 45,000. King Queen for Ray. He'll need some help. Clubs or a king, if you were to call. He does not. Very disciplined fold there from Ray. And nothing to play for Aaron. So John is going to take it down. Small blind, ace-9 suited for Aaron. He's going to make the call. Just a check from John George in the big blind with Jack-3. Lots of diamonds. King, 10, 6, 2 spades. About a 25,000 from JJ, who's got a pair of sixes. And the sixes will take it down. Bet on the flop will do all the dirty work for JJ. Get to ignore those final 2 cards. And an all-in from Jeremy with ace-queen. Queen 6 for Ray. He'll let it go. As will Aaron. Looks like he was in the blind here. Jose, a little bit of a sweat now. He's going to need a little bit of help, but 2, 10, Jack, 6, King, Broadway on the river for Jeremy. Good playing from Jose tonight. He's been on a bit of a roll these last few weeks. On his return to the Farwell poker scene. Pocket fives for Jeremy. Up to 60,000 from under the gun. Jacks for JJ. Just the call. Surely this can't be right. Kings for Ray. An all-in shove from Ray. What? Aces for John George. We got fives versus jacks versus kings versus aces. I almost hope that there's something at fault here. Because this is madness. It said that Reed had eights. A fold from the fives. Jacks. How do you get away from jacks here? He does, though. Great fold. Incredible. He does have aces. This was like a specialty hand. Every single player. Aaron was the only one without a pocket pair. He had queen 6 of clubs. Set of kings on the flop for Ray. What a massive hand. Ray up to 740,000 in chips. We were just out on our break a few minutes ago. He was talking about how 300,000 is more than he's ever had before. I do remember Aaron catching his king to crack the aces at the final table, no less, last tournament. Only the best of recommendations from Jeremy. Very smart guy. Very good poker player, too. Jack 10 for John George. He's going to shove. Ace for Jeremy. Ace 6. Jeremy's going to put it down. Get a couple of those chips back for John George. All in from Jeremy. King, queen suited. And a quick fold from JJ. Everyone at the table seems to be recovering from the shell shock. The war that was 4 pocket pairs into each other. I sure as hell am. This time the A6 is for Aaron. Queen deuce for Ray. Suited ace for John George on the shove again. Another nice hand. He's going to get Ray off of it. Take another 130, it looks like.
Chiefs are second. We got Eagles third.
Really?
Bills are like sixth or fifth.
Ravens?
I think the Ravens are at the bottom.
The Ravens are kind of weird because they're underdogs to the Bills, but their chance to win the Super Bowl is higher than the Bills. At least on the sports book I was looking at earlier.
This time John under the gun.
They can have to play the Bills.
Not so pretty this time.
If they beat the Bills, they like their chance to beat Kansas City and the Lions more than they like the Bills' chance to beat Kansas City.
It's going to be a call from Ray. And a check from Aaron. Both with connectors. 6-5 offsuit and 7-8 offsuit. 7 on the flop. Checks over to Aaron, who's going to make it 25 to go. Quick fold from Ray. He's going to fold around to John again. Shucky ducky. He's got deuces. The Jeremy special. Not good enough for Mike Reed. He's going to show it to Jeremy before it hits the muck, though. A little bit of mind games at the poker table. Looks like our delay has hit, and it means we need to get the post out on Facebook. Folds around to John George. Jack 7 suited. You'll never guess what he does.
Only a 7. Only a 7. Or 6. Nice hand. Wow.
Straight, and he has
Good hand. Good game, JJ. Nice hand.
It's just falling, dude. You know, it's a wheel flop.
Kings into aces for Ray, then he flops the wheel. JJ played a great game tonight, but he ran into the immovable object, as it seems.
Okay, I'm on 15.
A little over 100.
he just has like 3 times as many chips as all the rest of us.
Ace deuce this time for John. Does he feel it's as lucky as it was for Ray? No, he does not. Would be a little bit rare for Lightning to strike twice in that way, but a call and a shove from Aaron. Great move with the 8-6. Aaron, earlier in the tournament, talking about how he likes to get a little tricky in the blinds. Big blind there, especially with the blind so high. Very profitable to make some moves like that. Ace-9 for Jeremy. It's going to be all he's got. King, queen suited for Ray.
120. See what I got.
This one's going to be a little harder for Ray to lay down. Cutting out the call, it seems. Stack them all up. There it is. Now Aaron with the Ducks. Oh, this is a tough position. He's going to lay him down. Ace 10 suited for John George. It's just going to be a call from John here. Depending how this flop comes. No, we know one of the aces already spoken for in Jeremy's holdings. 699 trips for Jeremy. There's no betting. He's going to take it all. Now a queen for Ray. 2 queens for Ray. Ray rivers it. Runner, runner, boat. It's a bet of 60, it seems like. John George. He's got the ace kicker here. A lot of blockers to Broadway. He's going to put it down. Runner, runner, Ray. Good Lord. He has been on fire since the finals table streams booted up. Up to over $1 million in chips. He's probably a little bit short too. He's been winning hands. Anyway, I can assume that that's probably 30,000 short. Give or take 30,000 on those chip counts. You get a pretty decent estimation.
Ray's gonna move to seat 7 after the 10.
Pocket 10s now for Ray. And a shove. Everybody's going to have to pay the full price if they want to see it. And no one is willing. Ray's going to take the blinds from these increasingly short stacks. All in from Aaron with the 9-10 suited. Ray. He's got the king of clubs and the 4 of clubs. Clubs can't save Aaron. 10 high is not going to work. If Ray were to call, Aaron's going to need some help. He's going to get away from it. Good move by Aaron. Staying afloat. Taking some blinds down. Up to 90 now from John. Suited queen. 10-6 for Ray. Not much for Aaron either. With our 4 remaining, we've been moving a little bit fast, but with our 4 remaining, we are in the money. And the money is good tonight. 4th place, paying $200. $350 for 3rd. $575 for 2nd. Mike Reed, all in. A7 suited. King, queen for John. He's going to make the call. Flop is 2 hearts out there. John's going to need some help. And none to come.
I wouldn't let me see it flop. Probably not. But if it's jammed, I got somebody that's a jam. I wouldn't
Ray will be under the gun. He's got the Robbie. Ace is 6 for Aaron. He's gonna make the shove. Down goes the Brunson. Queen 9 suited for Mike Reed. Just about even chip stacks. He's gonna get away from it though. Mike Reed. We're gonna wake up to ace queen spades. Take it down with an all-in pre-flop. Up to 75. Not much for Aaron to look at. John's gonna get away with it again. Another good move. John's been making a lot of moves pre-flop like this. Earlier it was build some chips back up that he lost in a cooler, but now he needs it to stay alive. They're gonna give John the walk.
I had to be, but I probably wasn't catching.
40.
Good looking out, Ray. Blinds up to 20,000, 40,000, 40,000. No one better but the chip stack to point out that poker just got more expensive.
40 play.
Look at all those chips over there, my lord. Queen 10 for Aaron. It's going to be a shove. Ace King for John George, no question for him. Big Slick in the lead. Flop comes. King 5 9 10. Any jack for Aaron. No jack to come. Big Slick. Sounds like it's going to be 15,000 behind for Aaron. You know what they say? All you need's a chip and a chair. There it is. Now Aaron's going to be all in. No, he's not. I don't think Aaron's on the blind.
All in. Okay, so we're putting 45 in the middle. The rest is on the out. Music on action.
Action on the side. 2 aces on the flop. They're going to check to a turn. And the 6 is the big card there, though. They check it down. King 6 is going to take it all down. Another one for Ray. Not his biggest of the night, but another one for Ray. And it's going to bring us down to 3 players. Another case is a great game from Aaron. Only so much you can do in some of these situations. But 200 to fourths, not bad. And you got to play plenty of poker tonight. 350 guaranteed to our 3 remaining players, John George, Mike Reed, and Ray. Ray with Jack 10. Calling a check. John George currently in the lead with the queen high. And a queen on the flop. Checks it over to John. Makes it 40,000 to go. And that'll take it down. A walk for Mike Reed, the short stack. King deuce suited in the hearts for John. It's going to be an all-in from Mike Reed with the 10-9 of clubs.
The old 5 deuce. Yeah.
5 deuce is going to hit the muck for Ray, and that's going to be 2 in a row now from Mike Reed. Queen 6 of clubs. Gonna be all of it. 5-6 offsuit for Ray. Seven 5 suited for John George. So once again, Mike is not gonna get any action. Pocket 10s again for Ray here. Last time he shoved all in, got no action. It is another all in. And a repeat. No action again. Not only have these guys guaranteed themselves part of the massive prize pool, but they've earned themselves a minimum of 2 WSOP points in our points race here at the South Plains Social Club. Pocket 6s for John. He'll be all in.
At some point, the 2 of us are gonna get into it. You know?
They don't last too long with one.
8 sevens, 2 overs. Can't really make the call on the assumption that you have 2 overs with 8-7, but he does have 2 overs.
I had all the ones. It wasn't very much.
Just enough to be considered overcards.
7, 8.
I'd have fold 7 9 suited like jam that.
10-7 from Mike Reed. Not a very pretty hand. Even just 3 ways. Call and a check from John George in the big blind. Deuce, king, deuce, Ray, flops, trips. A bet of 50,000 from John here. Just a call from Ray with the trips. An 8. I'm going to take his equity from 1% to 5%. No running cards this time for John, though. 3 2s are going to hold.
1200. Let's see a winner.
Bet of 100,000 and a call from John George. Ray's trips are going to get him paid. Sounds like Malcolm's just seen Ray's stack.
That's all I got.
The wheel ace hits the muck. No wonder he had a feeling. Ace king. Again for John. Looks like an all-in for Mike. And no help for him. King on the turn's going to seal the deal for John George. We will be down to 2 players. Mike did a great job staying alive. It was a short stack. He's been the short stack at the table for a majority of our final table. But here he is. He's going to get 3rd place and $350. 2 points towards the WSOP Series. Now heads up between John George and Ray. The big stack. Fun fact, Ray has not been able to get himself in the cash. Ten, 10, 4 on the flop. Deuce is in the lead for Mike Reed. Until an 8 on the river. What a card for Ray. He cannot miss him tonight.
So what do we do?
I have to know how many chips you have. I didn't close the block for a second.
We talking about percentage?
I would look at it and I'd make you a fair deal where you get more than me, but I'd have to know how many chips you have.
Garrett, can you pause the clock for us, please? Thank you, sir.
Clock is paused. Looks like we're entering the deal-making part of the poker tournament.
So these oranges is 750,000.
See if we can change that camera, get a better view of them counting up all those.
That's a million.
That's 7.
He has 1,500,000. 1.5.
I have 400 something, 410,000 I think. So basically if I double up, we're pretty close to even in chips. So I wouldn't give you a significant amount of edge. I would take 675 and give you 820.
He does 100 off the first. And you'll take 820.
Offer presented currently.
Prize pool is $14.95.
It's
For the 2 for me and you, $14.95. I'll get 820. Which is
Or you could play it out with the potential of getting second for 575. Or first for an 109.
quarters of the chips, but like I said, I don't mind. If I double up, then we'll be even, and I think I'm a favorite if we get even in chips. I played a lot of heads up at high blinds in tournaments before my life. So I don't mind playing if you want to play, but I think that's a fair shot if you want to take it.
What's the call, right?
How about 850?
A little bit of haggling going on here.
That's alright. We can just play.
No, wait a minute. How many they do? I'm just trying to sweeten.
That's what I think is a fair deal, so I would take that. Do you want to play against the points?
How do you guys want to decipher that?
Go ahead.
It's up to you. What you want to do? You have no chips for sure. Are you three in the running for the?
I've got 3.
Oh, you only have 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would help you get back in. I don't mind. I'll take 3.
So
So you can have the
I'm
5.
gonna take first place points.
I'll give you that.
that would give me the 8.
That keeps me in the running as well. I have like,
Is it 8? It's 5, right?
yeah, it's 5 for first, and
5.
3
Well, I
for
thought it
second,
was 3.
No, 5 for first place.
Oh, okay.
and third, and
3
second is
for-
third, or second is
The
3.
second place is 3 points.
So 8, 20, and 5 points.
Yeah, that's fine. That keeps me in the running.
Yeah, that's okay. That's good.
Oh, good game, guys. Thank you.
Let's play a hand to see how it comes out.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Looks like we got one hand remaining. They're gonna play one just to see how it's gonna go. They have made their deal. I believe it was 650 to second and 850 to first. Big congrats.
I'm all in.
See who would have got the points.
I'm all in.
Yeah. I got mine. 10-5 also.
Yeah. You're
Trips on the flop for John.
I'll get everybody's payout settled.
A little bit of fun to end off the stream. Thank you everybody for watching. A bit of a short one. Ray tore the table apart in about 20 minutes. We've got bigger prize pools for the rest of the month, just like tonight.
820 coming your way.
You're gonna have to stop in at South Plains Social Club in Farwell, Texas, or give us a call at 575-444